Hi, how you doing? I want to watch a fight. Do you want to watch a fight? Let's watch a fight. Before we get into this, I just want to quickly tell you about a seminar. It's not me, I'm not making any money from it. This isn't really a sponsor segment, but I have said that I'll help fill it. Josh Barnett, I don't know if you watched the interviews I did with him recently. He's coming to the UK, and I've got him to agree to come and teach a 3-hour seminar, Tuesday the 24th of October. I'll put a link to the booking down in the description of this video. Seriously, come along. If you've got any interest in grappling at all, you really have to get to this. The guy is an absolute master. I've been lucky enough to train with him quite a few times now, and you know, the wealth of knowledge that's there, it's just fantastic. He's a great guy, he's a great coach, and he will make you a better fighter. So if you can possibly get along to this, please do. Check the description for the link, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, let's get on to this. Street Beefs. I picked this one just because of the title. The title is "This Match Had to Be Stopped, Hanma versus Anthony." So why would you not want to watch it? Let's just hit play. Oh. Make it big. Yeah. I forget how long these intros are. Good God. If the fight was stopped, surely they don't lose one.
R.I.P. to Showtime. Don't forget his GoFundMe is posted below. Please help his family in their time of need. Also, there's a reward of $8,000 for information leading to the arrest of the person that killed him, called Baltimore Crime Stoppers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, that's a little downer.
The Boogan Collins, 5'11".
I'm just going to take a moment. I've no idea how old this video is. I genuinely don't know. This is the first time I've seen that appeal. I'll put a link to this video in the description of my video. Go check it out. If the GoFundMe is still running and this guy was killed, yeah, check it out, because that's pretty rough, right? Anyway, let's get back. Anthony seems like a confident guy. Is he Anthony? Anthony? I don't know. Let's see what he says.
155, and I think I'm gonna go by knockout.
Hanma 6, 170. I'm serious.
I don't think that man's ever worn a gum shield before. It looks to me like that hasn't been moulded to his face. And, yeah. The title calls him Hanma, and that calls him Hogma. Either way, I'm not convinced he's very experienced. I could be wrong. Maybe he's a backyard brawler and he's just never worn a mouthpiece, a gum shield before. I think we'll probably find out. There we go.
I'm here to do my best and try to improve in any way I can. Street beefs.
Okay, he's going to lose, isn't he? Fight! With an intro like that. Okay. Oh, guillotine. Oh. Yeah. I'm not convinced that's on, but give it a good squeeze. Oh, now you're just gassing your arms, aren't you? Okay, I just stopped it just as that bomb was going to land. I don't think Hanma Hogma Gum Shield Mouthpiece Boy has ever grappled before. I think that he's probably seen a bit of fighting, but the way he was when he was on his back makes me think that he's not very good at this. But he's clearly in good shape, and he's young and fit, and that's got to count for something. But I mean, clearly, just looking at where we've paused it, he's about to eat a big shot. So let's just go back a little bit and see if you can see what I mean. It's just something about the way he rolls. He goes to get up and then just at the slightest pressure he falls back onto his back. He's got no base. And I realised that, you know, coming from a wrestling background predominantly and then having moved into jiu-jitsu, I've got quite a good base, and I tend to find that people struggle to put me over on my back. Most people do. Some do it very easily. Dave. But But yeah, this guy, you know, sometimes when you're on with somebody and you just get, you get them and you just kind of push them sideways a little bit and go, and they just fall over. I suspect that's what this guy's like. So we'll just move back and we'll start playing again. This is what I mean. He's about to... Ooh, he's got to get up. Oh. And there's two things of note there. Three if you count the kick to the balls that we've just seen. I think kicking up, is that allowed in street beefs? I'm not sure. My suspicion is that it probably isn't, but I'm absolutely certain that kicking a man on the floor when you're stood is not accepted. So yeah, we'll probably just pretend that whole bit didn't happen, and that up kick to his gentleman's area, well, that's probably what he deserved for trying to kick a man who was on his back. It's all looking a bit wild and flaily, isn't it? There's not an awful lot of nice, tight, controlled skill being demonstrated here at this point. But, you know, hey, makes for an entertaining fight. Let's get back to it.
You ready? You ready? Fight! Oh!
I think that is the slowest Superman punch I've ever seen. Let's go back and see it again. It's quite something, isn't it? He just, you know, he just throws that arm forward and the guy just steps out of the way and he glides past. It's beautiful. Let's watch it again.
Oh!
It's not looking great, is it? It's a lot of head movement, but I don't think it's because he's trained. Catching a shin high kick? No. Just no. I'm not going to get the book because I've been doing that a lot of late, but there's a line in Alanson Wynne. I think it's not in the All England one, I think it's in the Isthmian Library book, where he talks about two guys who aren't trained. When they come together, they'll just throw these great big wild flailing punches and damage the surroundings more than each other. And that's kind of all I can think of while I'm watching this. I think they've both spent a lot of time watching fighting. I don't think they've trained. You've got to wonder about the ethical situation, the kind of the morality of creating a ring and putting two guys in who are up for a good scrap and have never really trained and don't really know what they're getting into at this point. It's starting to make me feel a little bit uncomfortable. He's not going to throw him, is he? Ooh! I mean, if you find yourself in side control and somebody's punching you, don't stay. If you're on your back and there's somebody next to you, right, side control, obviously. But the thing about side control, as opposed to mount, when somebody's in full mount, they're controlling you with their legs and that leaves their hands free. If they're in side control, their legs don't necessarily control you. They can use them to increase weight through you or pressure through you. They can use them to block you and to get wedges underneath and control you that way. But they're not actually physically controlling you with their legs. They have to use their hands. So as soon as somebody sits up to start punching you from side control, there's nothing holding you in place. So move away. Why would you stay there? Let's go and watch it again. Yeah, he's just trying to smother him up without actually moving out of the way, is he? This guy does not know how to fight. Oh, there's an armbar. No, apparently there isn't. Yeah, there you go, he's on top. And oh, for God's sake. Why would you do that? And now you're on the bottom of side control being punched again. Yeah, there's some pretty solid punches coming in there, aren't there? Yeah. Oh! You heard that too, right? He just punched his head off the wall. Yeah. just that moment there, the last second or two, has to be the most street beefs thing I've ever seen. You've got an enthusiastic but unskilled kid lying on the floor bleeding, while an enthusiastic and only barely more skilled kid is literally kneeling on his face punching him, and there's a girl in the crowd shouting, "Fuck him up!" And I just think that, if anything sums up street beefs, it's that moment. I mean, that is my favourite move. Getting a white belt up against a wall or the cage and kneeling on their face. But makes me feel a little bit guilty to watch someone else do it. There's a little bit of me that maybe he's rethinking my attitude to grappling. Yeah, and there we go. Fight stopped.
Feeling good. It's hurting a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I was right. I called it based off the beginning, but do you know, I mean, it's becoming more and more clear that the more fights we watch on Street Beefs, that it's not a question of who's got the most skill. It's about who's the least shit. And yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit guilty for watching it. There's got to be some good grappling out there in it somewhere, hasn't there? Some of you guys have watched a lot of these fights. Send me a link to one that's got good grappling in it, and we'll have a watch of that. But for now, yeah, go and check out the Josh Barnett seminar, and yeah, maybe subscribe to the channel. And to those of you still here at the very end, fight team!